outplayed us. There were no two ways about that. Ascot again, and what's more, almost a pre-war Ascot, with the royal parade, fashions, and nearly everything that goes to make up the atmosphere of that famous meeting. The Royal Procession was, of course, headed by their Majesties, and although the weather was uncertain, the sun managed to shine a bit as the royal party moved towards the grandstand. As for the crowds, well, the tote was well patronised as usual, and from the feminine point of view, if clothes were austerity, hats most certainly weren't. For the men, bowlers replaced the familiar grey toppers of previous years. That's a pre-war shot, by the way, but that was as the king had commanded. What the men lacked in stylishness, the ladies certainly made up with their hats. And why not? Ascot always was a day of fashion. And, of course, there were horses. Let's not forget that in the glories of feminine headwear, and there were races to be run, including the Ascot Stakes. Their Majesties went down to the paddock to see the runners, and incidentally gave us this intimate picture of democratic royalty. The Ascot Stakes, the third race, was the one most people had gone to see, and all eyes were eagerly focused as the field got away on the 2.5-mile stretch. Up the straight with the lad in clover in the lead, and the rest of the field thundering not far behind. Star Lover last. Into the country they go, with Restive, a lad in clover and blue pennant showing the way round, and the order of the others more or less unchanged from the start, except that Star Lover is beginning to move up. Into the straight with Reynard Volant now in the lead, and voluntary